and to Donald, we're just not sure yet what wattage or output of power Halo would do. Uh, we know it would definitely produce power while it reprints carbon in a turbine. With the gases, it would definitely produce power. All these elements, it would definitely produce a reaction, a thermic reaction that would produce power. I just don't know. GTF2 hasn't said exactly what kind of output it would do. It would need an initial power source to start the process. Uh, and the team said roughly a town like Edmundston or uh, it would need that amount of power. But once it started, that's where it produces the power, and it depends on the size of the machine and every little detail on the internals and everything. The team's on it. The team's on it. I like Canada and the States to at least have uh, uh, one or two machines, regardless. And we'll keep making some tests. We'll keep running some tests on prototypes, and we'll announce it as soon as we have more information. Uh, and besides, the team wants me to be more public about my work. They said they want me to go public. Uh, they don't want me to hide in a bubble. They said, they're tired of seeing me in a bubble. They said, living in my own little world, and they want me to bring in more people in my bubble, I guess, and experience what I experienced, kind of thing. Uh, so, so we'll keep both Canada and U.S. updated. Down the road. Uh, I'm still waiting on news. They're being a little silent. They're talking, but they're being a little silent on some things for now. But they said I don't have anything to worry. Everything's going to be taken care of. Uh, and I want to wish everybody a good day. I guess I'm having a very positive day. I'm in a good mood. Not only because it's my payday. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. That should go fine. It should not be too much of a problem. It's just it happens to be on my payday, and it's kind of sucky because I'd like to do my errands, my shopping, and stuff on payday. But yeah, it happens. I'll ask my doctor if he can, and my nurse, whatever, if next further meetings, if there's any, if they can at least not put them on the first, that's something I'll have to talk to them tomorrow. If they can arrange it, at least not to be on payday, because that's the day I'd like to do my stuff, my business, right? My personal stuff. But it should not be too bad. I can always go shopping later or the next day. It's just on payday, I would like to enjoy myself a little bit after shopping. Grab a six-pack of beer or a few grams of weed. You know what I mean? And chill and listen to music. And it's payday, right? Just like everybody. I don't make a lot of money, so I would like to enjoy my payday. But it is what it is. I'll talk to my doctor and my nurse tomorrow for future. Uh, and I really appreciate what you said, Donald Trump, about me. Glad that we were able to talk and try to make a better arrangement overall. Uh, you know, uh, and I'd like to say, I just seeing the news, seeing the U.S. shelves empty and seeing like Walmart and Target, you know, saying that they're gonna run out of stuff and they're afraid that the shelves will be empty. And I realize, this can't go forever, so I'd like a better arrangement, you know, uh, between the two countries, because the U.S. citizens can't continue, with what's going on. Uh, And I understand what you were trying to do, restructure the states and bring back business to the states, right? Uh, I understand that, but there can be a better solution that would benefit the both countries, uh, at the end of the day. So I don't know exactly what Mark Carney has planned, uh, but I know he's supposed to visit the White House, uh, and you know, uh, talk to you in the States. So should work out a little better. Uh, like I said, I did talk to GTF2, and told them basically my opinion. This either can't go on forever. We have to annex the states. The American citizens can't necessarily keep going like this. Uh, and Canada is not doing that bad. Uh, there's a few people who ended up losing their jobs. It was gonna happen, but overall compared, Canada isn't doing that bad. Uh, it could have been worse. Could have been way worse. And you know, uh, there's no reason we can't work out a better deal and work together. We've been allies for a long time, and we've been doing business for a long time, and we can find solutions. And the thing is, it's not only U.S. companies that I will end up bankrupting with my inventions. I risk bankrupting a lot of people in Canada as well. Maybe not right away, unless they invest in income. Say, example, Irving would invest in my company. Uh, at least he would recover some of it. If I ultimately end up shutting him down, he would have an investment that would keep him going, I guess. You know what I mean? Uh, kind of thing, because my machine can print paper, right? And wood. Um, I don't want to take all the business away from the farmers and the other companies, the power companies, and at least work a little around, see where I can sell, and kind of work it up so that everybody can benefit. Uh, you know, uh, but the good thing is the Canadian citizens uh, are interested in are investing. You know, uh, so at least in Canada, there's less chance of people going bankrupt right now. Doesn't mean that it won't happen. And the reality is some people may actually end up bankrupt or losing their homes and losing their jobs, losing, not being able to provide just because of my inventions. It depends. I don't want that to happen. And I'm looking at the states of what was going on. It's like, oh my God, I caused this. Uh, I, I'm kind of proud but sad at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like I created a giant, but I don't like to crush people. You know what I mean? It's not me. It's not me. So hopefully, hopefully everybody can benefit. You know what I mean? Overall, because it's not my idea to bankrupt people and put people without work and stuff. And another thing, I used to be against electric cars. I used to be pro gas cars. But now that I made my invention, I realized we will need the sulfur to gas, right? And I would recommend, or we start looking at electrifying, period, for cars. Uh, CO2 actually feeds plants. I want people to realize that, there's no such thing as global warming. The planet's temperature will vary. It will change over time unless you would cut down all the trees and would keep making pollution. There's no reason to worry. But we are trying to save fuel for my work, my inventions, and my ideas. I would recommend people start looking at electrification, and I'm trying to design better engines, overall, or more, uh, you know, uh, economical solutions with my golden engine. I'm trying to design more powerful and more economic engines. And I'm like I said in some videos of my main channel, gold would better thermiate no matter what, would have a better implosion inside the piston's chamber, and lithium in the piston would help burn the CO2 emissions and recycle the sulfur, recycle the oxygen, recycle the hydrogen, depending on how we do the engine. Down the road, we may have more different solutions, or economical solutions. But I would recommend we start looking at electrification, or since we might have better options for power down the road. It will take some time. The infrastructure is not necessarily made so everyone has an electric car, you know. And I'll miss, I'm a big fan of V8 cars, right? Race cars. I used to like racing a lot. I never actually owned a muscle car, but I always wanted one. And the car I've been eyeing is the Charger Daytona, the new electric. I saw it has about 625 or 650 horsepower for an electric car. That's kind of cool. I personally would need a minivan. I would need an electric minivan down the road, or an SUV that has enough seating for my family down the road. So there's that. Personally, I'm a family man. I want to bring back my kids from death, and I'll need a minivan. It's not like a muscle car will be practical for my family, right? But yeah, it is what it is. It's time for a little change. It won't be a drastic overnight change, but I would recommend we look at better electrification, uh, since we might have a better power solution depending on the wattage that Halo would do. You know, uh, so there you go. Just food for thought. I just wanted to do a little video. I'm about to go take a little walk around town, just around the block. Get some fresh air. It's nice out. The sky is blue. The sun is out. It's just spring. I just want to go for a little walk, uh, and just get some fresh air. And I'm gonna let GTF2 have a little break from hearing me talking. Right? I always have them on the line, right? And they're tired. They're working. They're working hard. Almost 24/7. Some of these members have been on the phone with me almost 24/7. Especially the girls. The girls at GTF2. Kudos. You work hard. Even if we're basically just talking over the phone, I know you're typing on the computer and doing a lot of stuff, and so thank you for all your hard work. And the men too. But I want to specifically give a little credit to the girls because that they like to talk to me a lot, and they're on the phone a lot with me, and they work hard. So I just want to give them an honorable mention. They work hard. The boys too. The boys too. But the girls really have been working really hard, and trying to cheer me up and trying to keep me motivated, and not give up, right? Stuff like that. The guys too. The guys too. Uh, you know. Uh, but it's just that we wouldn't imagine, women serving in the military. The guys are doing a great job, no matter what. It's just we never picture women being in GTF2. Black Ops. Uh, you would expect mostly men, right? But I talk to mostly women over the phone. You know, so it is what it is. I'm just very proud that females are working for this country, right? Serving for this country. Very proud of them. Very brave girls. I'll give them that. No matter what, they might not face danger on a daily basis, but they work hard and they are still in danger, right? You know, for working Black Ops. So